Look at seeing another more typical Ravna Alpha play by Acra. Wow, the Ravna Alpha's war gear isn't, as how should I say? It isn't as like game.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as game changing. It's not as potent. It still has some uses, but it just doesn't have the impact that a lot of the other heroes' war gears can have. But on a huge open map like this, I mean, we're just probably going to be seeing all kinds of tunnels, lots of power harass attempts here with Acra, and we'll see how this goes.
The tunnels are very powerful if you can, get the right timings with them, and when to go in and out, and when to start advancing with them, when not to, when to build them. It's a lot of nuance with the Ravna Alpha, and so we'll see how Acra utilizes these tunnels when he gets into the game. Another Warlock play by Wurgl. I mean, on this map and the previous map, I guess it's a pretty good choice, but on maps such as, buildings, the Warspite Exarch can be very powerful against the Tyranids, because Tyranids, while Spore Mines do drive you out of buildings, it's pretty easy to avoid them. And also, Spore Mines don't really do much to Commanders in buildings. Commanders are in buildings are like the bane of Tyranid existence.
Yeah, they really don't have anything they can do against that.
You can try damaging them, but unlike Squatch, which might bleed a little bit, it's really easy to control Commander bleed, because you don't really bleed them to lose them.
What do you require?
So looks like we're going to see identical builds from last game. So far, Ravner's already popped his tunnel, hopped into mid, and gonna start applying that VP pressure as soon as he can.
Same openings by both players. I guess Wurgl wanted to get the Guardians Wild out a little faster this time, so he can capture a little more points. Because there's no look to Alpha the Fear from Flesh this time.
Yeah, no sneaky stuff to worry about. You can see the Ravner coming. Guardians already engaging him right now, hiding behind that green cover. I'm not sure why the second squad hasn't moved up.
The structure took out like half the German's HP.
Yeah, that's spot on right there. Special attack, of course, not hitting anything.
Yeah. Guardians is driving off the Ravna Alpha, but it looks like the Warlock's going to be in turn driven off by these Termagants.
Yeah, I mean, the first Toxin Sacks went down.
Oh, he retreats. Yeah, I think Ghost Stadium maybe got one more molecule. I mean, it's a Termagant, not much, but
yeah, probably
counts.
Yeah.
Looks like the Term's going for the power. I'm not sure. Well, there's nobody nowhere else for them to go, actually. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they can push across to the other side of the map, but that's where everything of Wurgl's is right now, and they won't stand up to it if it came down to it.
Option to come through. No generators up yet for Wurgl, though. I mean, he can place a couple, but he's probably going to want to upgrade before he wants more generators. And we just seen second grenade for these Guardians coming up now.
Yeah, battle equipment coming down on both of those already. Toxin Sacks for the Termagants, of course. And other than that, Banshee's moving in a bit too soon there, taking some unnecessary fire.
Yeah, without their aspect upgrade, you gotta be really careful how you want to engage him. You can't just run in, because that won't work.
Yeah, there goes the Destructor. I would have charged in with the Warlock first right here and tried to engage one of those squads, maybe get them to pop that Venom Shot, because now those Banshees are in trouble. Lost 3 models there. A nice looking grenade, not quite hitting anything, knocking one Termagant up in the air. And those Hormigons trying desperately to grab themselves an extra Banshee model here. Not going to finish the squad, but got 4 Banshees. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, the Warlock took a lot of damage too. He's only seeing the base to heal.
And
looks like unless these Guardians can do something, looks like.
Yeah, the result of this is going to be Acra just smashing this gen farm right here. Acra bringing on a squad of Raveners right now. Ravener Alpha moving in to engage these Guardians. They pop fleet of foot and they're just going to back off, it looks like.
This Guardian has been bad position. There's 2 Guardians with grenades right here. I mean, if he retreats, even that, the Ravener Alpha is basically dead. units can help him.
Yeah, I think that's why he's waiting right there.
See if he can get grenades off.
Looks like
no,
he didn't go for it. Maybe waiting to try to force these Termagants out and kill these instead.
That might be a little
The one
better.
squad of Guardians in front of that green cover, they're taking lots of damage. Oh man! That was a killer destructor. That was at least 6 or 7 Termagants right there.
Yeah, that was a money in the bank destructor.
Oh man, that was perfect.
Radler's up now, and Wurgl did lose his gem farm, so he is in a pretty precarious situation. So unless he can get some new map control or more squad damages like that last structure, he's gonna need something. He's gonna need something to get himself back into a more favorable position.
Banshees took out that tunnel. He knew it was back there. He was waiting so long to drop those Guardian grenades on those Termagants, but the Termagants just hopped right in that tunnel. Good read by Acra there.
Yeah. Now, because these tunnels grant so much red, Wurgl might find what's thinking about spamming globals whenever he has a chance, because you really get a lot of red fighting Graf and opportunities.
Yeah, and Warlock has, I feel like, has the most kind of globals that you want to be using all the time with Eldar. Between Swift Movement and Distortion Field, I mean, those are just things that are just, you know, useful so often.
Exactly. Oh, Warlock's in a little danger here.
Yeah, he's staying in a bit long. He's waiting to try to get... Ravener cannot go in for the melee attack, though, because that Shuriken was setting up right in his face. And everything escapes off into the tunnels while the Banshees take that out.
Wurgl, he did lose his globals on something. Did he use it in Swift Movement, maybe?
I'm not sure. I actually didn't catch what he did use that on.
Well, maybe I'm just seeing things. I thought I had a little more. I could be mistaken. No aspect of Banshees yet, so it's still low.
Yeah, he's just keeping them out of engagements right now, trying to use them to come in once everything is locked down.
Second round of the Alpha Squad's up now. I mean, Wrath Squad. And Shuriken gets knocked back, but Banshee's helping it. I think that Shuriken can get away.
Oh, and here comes a Distort Field right there.
Wrath is just kind of standing there. Oh, taking a little unnecessary damage.
Yeah, there goes one of those models.
Banshees took a little hit, but they're going to be pretty fine with that destructor. I mean, just Dwarf on them.
Yeah, I mean, they had to fall back as soon as they engaged those Termagants because, of course, that Venom shot slows them down to a crawl.
If they jump, they better not jump because
I
realized it. Just decided to retreat. We dug up a tunnel behind and in front of them. There's no units to really support these tunnels at the moment, so
that might
acts
be
quickly
a bit
and
of
take care of these tunnels.
He's just going straight for the power, actually, it looks like. That Shuriken Cannon actually just out of range, it looks like. Might be able to suppress one of those squads.
Yeah, we see Wurgl kind of hoarding a little extra resources. I mean, his gem farm is low threatened, but he needs the gem farm like now before it gets too heavily out tech. Because Acra's going to get tier 2 pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, Wurgl's definitely behind on the tech. I mean, with Tyranids, you don't have to worry as much, of course, about tier 2 hitting. Oh man, the Shuriken getting very low. Swift Movement coming in, trying to get these Banshees in here to support it. Oh, they actually almost slowed down that Shuriken and costed its life. But they're not going to be able to engage this. I don't know why he's pushing so hard. There they go! And that's brutal. After losing the power farm, Wurgl's just Rexstarmed. He doesn't hesitate to buy him right back though. Not going to call it quits, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, valiant effort, but losing Banshees as Eldar is really not something one can counted. Not only their cost, but they lose all their experience. And level up Banshees is something that is like one of Eldar's greatest strengths in the late game.
No, most definitely. So Banshee's going up, Acra going into tier 2, and Wurgl just having no power on the map and barely any map control either. These Guardians are also very much out of position. They're going to be able to fleet of foot around, it looks like, and get out of there. Oh no, but he retreats too early! The Guardians might be... Yeah, that's it for the Guardians.
Poor Guardians. They just
man.
They didn't stand a chance. Just wasn't right.
No, that was rough. That was very harsh.
Yeah, so Wurgl, after losing his gem farm like twice,
yeah,
two squads, I mean,
I don't see it.
I'm all for having, going, try and punch you, make a little comeback, but this is going to be really tough to make a comeback out of this.
No, and you can see the Raveners just setting up a tunnel right next to that power farm again. Gonna knock that node right back down, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Oh man, the Shuriken Cannon
great.
also looking like it's in a bad spot. It does retreat the correct direction though. I wasn't sure if it was going to. Oh wow! Termagant's perfectly dodged that. There goes the GG.
Yep.
Wow. And seeing the power of that Ravener Alpha right there.
Some very nice play by Acra. I mean, he just kept the pressure on, and Wurgl just got a little bit out of position to defend his gem farm by it's really easy to lose an engagement against mids and have them go right for your power farm because of their speed and how the moment you lose it, it's kind of like right there at your power farm, especially on Calderas Refinery if you're fighting on the left side.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Ravener, especially on that map, is that, I mean, you can push up against their power farm, they can defend it, and then instantly turn around and hit yours. It just makes you pretty much have to play defensively.